One was when I was working my way through college. I was a salesperson during the summer between my freshman and sophomore year when I was at the University of Notre Dame. I had to earn the tuition. My parents had no money, none. My father was a New York City cab driver. And I was going for a bonus, a scholarship, and I had to hit a certain volume during the summer. And the volume was $10,000. In 7 weeks of the 10-week summer, I was at $9,000. I figured it was a piece of cake. Next 2 weeks, 0 sales. 0. And what was happening was I was ruling people out because I didn't think that they would buy. I was actually saying no. Not them. I was saying no to myself. They're not a prospect. And I wouldn't even try. And then in that 10th and last week, the big turning point that actually affected my selling career beyond that was when I knocked on a door. A woman answered. She was holding a baby. She was under 21, which we're not supposed to present to somebody under 21. She was actually holding her sister's baby. And I asked if her parents were there because I wanted to present. I was selling cookware, china, crystal, and cutlery. And she said, no, my mother and my father are not here, but my sister's here, and she's over 21. And I said, okay, that'll work. And the previous 2 weeks, I always was saying no. I would have walked away from that. But in this 10th week, I knew I had to present to everybody. I go in, I start doing my presentation. The older sister, who's supposed to be sitting there and monitoring everything, is in the kitchen giving her baby a little bath in the kitchen sink. But she's saying, yeah, I'm listening, I'm listening. So I'm going through the presentation, and all of a sudden, toward the end of the presentation, a third sister walks in and gets very angry. Who are you? What is this? You're selling cookware. My husband just left me. He was a cookware salesperson. Oh my God, I couldn't believe this. And she said, how much is all this stuff? And I said, well, let me just go a little bit further. And she was challenging me. And by that time, all 3 sisters were sitting here. And so I went through my presentation, and then she finally kept pushing, how much, how much? And I told her the price. And all of a sudden she said, oh, that's all? And I walked out of the house with over a $2,000 sale that I actually would never have gone in because I kept telling myself no. And it put me over the top, made my bonus, got my tuition money. And from that point forward, I realized that never say no to myself, never prejudge somebody, just keep up at bat.
I love that story. That's fantastic. That is a true go for no story.
Yeah.